More mindless musings of friends while I watch someone else suck at Dark Souls.
Apparently they're re-releasing Rocky 4, but it's the quote-unquote director's cut. And one of the things that's being removed from the director's cut is the stupid robot.
Hooray, that thing's terrible.
Unsurprisingly.
Like, why was that even there to begin with?
Quite
Shit's
frankly,
skittles.
robots ruin a lot of movies.
I think they put that thing in so it would, be associated with kids in some way to get them watching.
Honestly, that robot would make more sense in Rocky 3 than Rocky 4.
How so?
Because
Why
in
is
Rocky 3, the entire point of Clubber Lang was that to show that it seemed like Rocky was going soft as a champion. And such stupid bullshit gifts like that would kind of just push that point even more so. So it'd make more sense in Rocky 3 than 4.
It is the best movie of the 5. Oh, sorry, now it's 6,
Rocky
isn't it?
4?
No, 3.
No, Rocky 4 is
Seven,
great.
seven, buddy.
3 sucks.
Oh, 8. I'm sorry, 8.
What?
If we're counting
How
the Creed
recent?
movies.
Okay, how recently have you seen Rocky 4? It's terrible.
No, you said 5. I corrected you 8. Because if we're counting the Creed movies in which Stallone is in them playing Rocky.
Yeah. Creed's okay. I've seen 1 and 2.
Not my cup of tea, not something I'm gonna watch.
The ending of Creed 2 is pretty good. It's a throwback to Rocky 4.
Mm-hmm. Drago! Hey Phil, here's a fun bit of trivia. You know how we're always like
Good.
wishing Tony Todd was Cisco and not Avery Brooks?
Yeah.
Apparently, before they started doing auditions, they quietly offered the role to several other people, and one of the people they wanted to play Cisco was Carl Weathers.
Oh man.
Wait. Carl Weathers is DS9's captain?
Yeah,
Pretty good.
like that would have been even better than Tony Todd.
So, how come none of them wanted to do this so-called gig?
Because a lot of they offered it to a lot of people who were quote unquote movie actors, and movie actors often view TV as a downgrade. And I think Carl Weathers, at the time at least, viewed working on a sci-fi TV show as a downgrade.
I mean, that's hilarious because like Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones is popular, well, more popular than like anything that was on movies in the last decade, aside from Marvel.
Well, you have to take into account TV's gone through a bit of a renaissance in the last decade, where it's basically become more popular than movies.
Yeah, it's because people were allowed to make the things they wanted to make on TV finally, rather than just constantly, apply to ratings and such. They're actually taking gambles on projects like that.
In many ways, people often complain that the R rating is practically non-existent anymore when it comes to movies, which is true to a degree. But there is, a plus side to that, because we now have, for lack of a better word, R-rated TV shows,
Ew.
which we would definitely not have in the 80s.
Mm.
So it's like, you're trading your R-rated movies for R-rated TV shows. The universe evens itself out, kind of. So, Carol, apparently we're getting more Dexter this year.
I heard something about that.
And Clancy Brown's going to be in it.
Oh, I do love Clancy Brown.
Dexter, the lumberjack years.
Oh yeah, Phil, I asked a while ago, I never did get an answer. Does the PS5 actually play, like, the physical PS4 discs?
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. Don't do
Okay.
that though. Hey,
Oh,
yeah, I
You got a
think you can.
PS5?
Hmm?
You got
Yeah, I
a
have.
PS5?
No, I don't, but I just want to know. I mean, like, if there is that certain amount of backwards compatibility, I don't need the PS4.
I can answer that question for you, by the by. I
Oh.
put Borderlands 3 in a while back. It played. So,
Okay, so PS4 discs will work on PS5.
Oh, there we go.
It's good to know. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Because I know, like with the PS4, like you can play the PS3 discs on it and stuff like that.
Isn't it
So
nice
it's
when Kieran's
just-
wholesome to Joe?
Happens about
don't
10
get
times
used
a
to it.
year.
Don't get used to it.
Don't let go to your head, big guy.
And the irony, I was the first one to remember his birthday.
That is very true.
No.
Yeah, Carol, the other night I was the first one to wish him happy birthday. He literally said it's about time somebody remembered.
No, because I was telling him happy birthday when it had just passed midnight into his birthday.
No.
Yeah,
If you did, I mean, the microphone didn't pick it up.
you responded to me.
I don't recall so.
Whatever.
You did wish him happy birthday when we were all in the call. I remember that.
For you and me, it was Wednesday.
Yes, it was.
The day bison graced your village.
No, that was a Tuesday.
It was very much a Tuesday.
It's a hell of a Tuesday.
It was the most important day of your life, but for me, it was Tuesday. Like, come on, that's a hell of a line.
I know.
Yeah, it is.
Zangief best
It doesn't belong in that movie.
Yeah, Zangief best boy.
You get paid?
All right, like, I know I say this every time. Who the hell is DJ? I do not remember that character from the video game.
He's in the arcade games. Are you serious?
No,
Do you not remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember that character in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, which version of Street Fighter 2 do you remember?
Yeah,
The
'cause
console
there's
version.
about, like 6.
There's like 6 different versions. Like,
But,
do you
I
know?
mean,
Do you?
There was what, like First Strike?
No,
Again.
no.
No, that was 3? First? I don't know.
Okay, 3 was not popular. They made 3 versions of 3. 3, the third 3. Third Strike.
Three.
Yeah, I know. The third version of 3 is actually the most popular one, but it was only popular in like competitions. We're on about 2. 2 is the big one, the one that like is the the most iconic one.
Yes. I only ever played the console version of the game. I didn't realize there were multiple console versions of the game.
So you don't know who Fei Long and DJ are then?
I don't know who's Fei Long is.
Do you remember T-Hawk?
Yes.
Okay, so you played the version with T-Hawk in. Okay. So at the very, very end of Street Fighter 2's lifespan, they did a version where they stick Fei Long and DJ in. They're 2 characters. Jamaican dancer DJ and Fei Long is basically just Bruce Lee. He's like a breakout movie star that's trying to get big in America, that's all. And the third character is Akuma, if you remember.
I know who Akuma is, yes.
Yeah.
He's the big one.
He's a big one. They stuck that character in as a secret boss if you beat Bison without taking any damage whatsoever.
Good luck.
Yeah, best of luck.
Some nerd out there did that, though.
Oh yeah, somebody did it.
Not including the remakes like 10 years later. There was Street Fighter 2 The World Warrior, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers, and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Those 5 different versions were between 91 and 94.
Every single version of that, by the way, is just slightly increased speed out of the characters. That's it.
I'm literally just hearing Mel Brooks in my head. Spaceballs to t-shirts, Spaceballs to cigars.
How can we make more? Oh, it was a huge arcade game in 1992. It was massive.
Street Fighter 2, the remake.
Well, it was like-
Street Fighter 2's Revenge.
Yeah, if I recall, it's Champion Edition that was the most popular.
In arcades in the 90s, Street Fighter 2 was like the most popular arcade game for like a clear
Oh.
5 to 6 years. Like from like
Street Fighter
92
2,
till
like reinvented the fucking genre.
it made like no Street Fighter, no Mortal Kombat, no SNK, King of Fighters, no Tekken or anything.
Which
They all
came
wanted
out
to be that.
first, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Street Fighter by far. Street Fighter came out in like 1989. It was the very first one. That being said, though, SNK got their first with like Art of Fighting in like 1987, I think. But their games have never been like amazing, popular.
Okay, so the fourth one was the one that introduced DJ.
There you
The
go.
fourth remake of Street Fighter 2.
I was gonna say like the original fighting game character really
The
should be
third
Terry
revision.
Bogard.
Yeah, Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers, the third revision, gave the game a complete graphical overhaul and introduced 4 new playable characters: Cammy, Fei Long, DJ, and T-Hawk.
I didn't
Oh,
realize Cammy came from a remake. I always thought she was in the original game.
I always forget about that. Cammy came from like a
Well,
revision.
The best way to think of these different versions of Street Fighter 2, Joe, is patches before essentially like digital media.
It's just strange because I know about Cammy, I know about Akuma. I just did not know about DJ for some reason.
They're just iconic characters. That's all. You just know those designs because like that guy has red hair.
So it's from Osmosis?
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called?
Cultural osmosis. DJ sucks though. DJ, okay, famously very iconic. Okay, DJ has never been good ever, and yet, ironically, Dan Hibiki is beloved for sucking in comparison.
Yeah.
Because he's the ultimate joke character. Like Joe, you know how Ryu and Ken can shoot Shotokans? You know they can shoot like Hadouken, right?
Mhm.
Dan Hibiki has one where he throws sand in somebody's face and goes, "Go Ken!" He's a filthy cheater. He's great.
We need more characters like that.
No, we don't.
Or Mr. Satan's.
Mr. Satan. Hey, that guy saved Earth. Show some respect.
Phil, you say that, but you don't want Dr. Boskanovich back in Tekken 7, so...
I don't. Never.
What's his gimmick?
He's a
He
mad
lies on the
scientist.
floor. He lies on the floor, Joe. His legs don't work.
He's
I
a
thought
mad
you
scientist who is a frail old man whose pretty much way of attacking you is blowing himself up.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, when you play as Dr. B in Tekken, the idea is like your legs don't work, so you're constantly crouching all the time, okay? Dr. B has a little device in his left hand which allows his spinal column to straighten out, so he stands up immediately, okay? But only upon entering commands can you do that. The entire time, Dr. B is going to be on the floor, like lying down or crouching, doing lows on you constantly, like low kicks, low punches and such. He's a very, very stubborn character to fight against.
So it's kind of like that one character from Smash Brothers. I forget the name of the character, but I know he's like a 2D type character.
Mr. Game & Watch?
Yeah, that guy.
Mr. Game &
But
Watch
in
is kind of like
Dr.
the Gambler character.
Boskanovich gameplay on YouTube, and like the 5th one pretty much, the title of the 5th video pretty much says it all. Tekken 3, Dr. Boskanovich, so how do I stand up?
Exactly. It's like every first time Steve player, how do I kick? You're playing as a boxer, why do you think you can't kick? All of your commands are punch. I cast punch. I cast punch harder.
Thing is, if you get to know how to use Dr. Boskanovich, though, he's fucking broken as hell.
You can say that about every character. Like Steve players have been like Triple S tournament winners for like the last decade or so.
Yeah, I don't know about Steve.
I think he really
The
knows
ones
the
who are
cards,
pretty much
like-
in that bracket are all the Mishimas.
It's because it's a Japanese game, therefore they get priority.
Mm.
Which sucks because it's just basically them all the time. Until Leroy came out and then dominated. Then you saw like 9 Leroy players and 1 Julia Chang in Evo.
And then it was immediate nerf But yeah.
Yeah, immediate nerf. It's like, okay, maybe you think this character's popular. I don't know. Maybe he's like super overpowered. How can you tell? There's like 9 guys playing him in the final.
Why was Leeway broken?
He gets a stick and a bulldog.
Okay.
Also, he can parry a lot of attacks. He's very overpowered.
A stick and a bolt. So he's the Satoichi.
Do you remember it's Wing Chun, Joe? You know the boxing, in China where you pound somebody's chest over and over again.
Phil, you showed me the trailer. I know the guy you're talking about. I know his fighting type.
Yuki.
He actually does look really cool.
Yeah, he's actually a really good character. Yeah, he's a great addition to Tekken.
Why he was pretty much broken is he had some stances that pretty much had like auto parries, and yeah, when he's automatically parrying just about everything thrown at him, it's kind of hard to hit him in general, which kind of makes for a kind of broken character, unfortunately. So Phil, if Joe's off in a bit, fancy playing some Tekken 7?
Nah.
Yeah, you suck.
Like that. It's like 10 past 2, dude. No, I'm playing anything.
It'll happen eventually.
Hey, Joe, is that Invincible show any good?
It's not bad, but very, very violent.
What?
Very, very violent.
Is it R-rated or what? Like?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of like The Boys, but not as funny as The Boys. Kind of how I would describe it. I mean, the best part is the cast. Freaking J.K. Simmons, Mark Hamill.
It's pretty good. It's a good start.
The one dude who played Glenn on The Walking Dead. I forget his name.
Glenn. Is his name Glenn?
No.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorite movies. There's another movie I wanted to watch with you guys for a while called The Bellco Experiment.
I think we watched that. Isn't the time travel one?
No.
The hell's that one about then?
A bunch of people get locked up in their work office, and a mysterious voice comes over the radio. There are 100 people in this office. If 10 of you aren't dead within an hour, everybody will be dead. So it's like basically like, people forced them almost to like a Danganronpa type scenario.
So
Like-
it's Would You Rather? Would you kindly, whatever it's called, that Carol made us watch.
What?
Would You Rather?
Would you rather the Jeffrey Combs movie? No. Remember the vault in Fallout 3? Not Fallout 3, New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas, where they had the elections for the vault leader.
It's been way
And-
too long. I know that was
and-
considered by
yeah.
far.
Whoever
and away,
gets elected has to serve for 1 year, then die in order to keep the rest of them alive.
Yeah, I know it was considered very, very excellent, that actual writing for that vault, but I completely missed it. I think it went really over my head.
Oh, I was going to say the Bellco Experiment is like that.
Yeah, okay.
And
That's pretty much
just like in that vault, the numbers kept dwindling because, they kept sending people to die. In the Bellco Experiment, it's like the more people that are killed off, the more demands to kill more people there are.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the irony
I haven't seen
the
it, though.
New Vegas one is if they had turned around and decided, no, we're not sacrificing anyone, they were actually going to be rewarded by just being the whole sacrifice thing being taken away in general. But it was their fear of it, basically of them all dying as such, that kind of killed them all. Man.
Well, I don't know what twist, if you will, there is for the Bellco Experiment. I just know that that's how it works. I've heard of the movie. I haven't seen it yet. Though I am interested in seeing it because, well, people are shitbags that will very quickly turn on others.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, it sounds, it's like a psychological thriller thing. I mean, I get that.
It's
They're
very,
interesting to watch.
it's very much a collapse of society type movie. Basically like every zombie movie ever made.
It's The Purge.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but every time I hear about those collapse of society things, I'm like, guys, let's all team up and kill the guys who've just trapped us. Every time. Which is the correct decision to do every time.
Scott, you just don't get it.
At which point you just get shot. So.
Well, I'd rather be one of the victims than the guy in the middle of the game. Sorry.
There's always one.
You'd rather be a victim than manipulated into being a shitbag.
Pretty much.
I agree with you.
Yeah. Well, you're getting manipulated by somebody else, and I'm like, I do my own ordering. Screw you.
I'm already a shitbag. I'll do my own thing.
Yeah, you'll betray me straight away before I can do it. He's gonna betray you. Get him.
Especially like with me, odds are I'll die in that kind of thing. Anyway, I am not physically fit. I could not be running and hiding. Screw it, I'd rather stand up and go out with brass balls.
Not even that, but if they're gonna force you to do it, I mean, what are they gonna do? Lock you in a room? I was like, okay, I'll get to have some time to myself, sat down. Get to sort out my own problems inside my head.
What's that? You're gonna send me out to an island, and there's can only be one survivor. Woohoo! I have an excuse.
Thanks, buddy. I'll leave a message there instead of saying SOS. It's like, please sod off. Just leave me be.
Yeah, I will leave you third to last.
You got a new Danganronpa game? God, why?
You ever played the third one?
It's like metafiction on metafiction on metafiction.
It's ass. Like
It's
one of
ass?
the worst things ever.
So would you take me out first so I didn't have to see you turn into a shitbag?
I mean, I'm already a shitbag.
I'm already a shitbag, cuz.
Sorry.
Yeah, but you're a shitbag on our side.
Yeah.
You are a sweet darling, don't lie.
He's a sweet shitbag.
He is sweet and kind and generous and wonderful.
Somebody is ignoring the fact that they're not recording the call right now when these conversations come up.
Hmm?
Oh, never mind. She actually has been the entire time.
Hmm.
I'm a fool. I should have been looking.